verbal remedies, and I'll never forget the infamous Countess Pasha de Valentine lost her pussy in the drum of the Spoken Herds kit.
Oh yeah.
And were you there?
Yeah. He's in the band, man.
Yeah, oh, yeah, of course. And yeah, so great improvisation that he is. He didn't harass the cat. He just made a little song. Can you remember that song?
Yeah.
There's a cat in the drum. There's a cat in the drum.
He thought it was a cat flap. Guess that
Cat is very dumb. Yeah.
I think I'm the worst Johnny Cash impression ever. Johnny Cash. That cat was a fucking legend.
It was. So genuinely excited for this, as well as hearing all of you that are going to get up later as well. So I have got so much material, you know what it's like, and I thought, oh, I've got a very short slot. What can we do? Who am I working with? I know, I'll go back to my urban roots. So, I'm originally from Walthamstow, and this poem is called Wolfenstow. I grew up in Walthamstow, East 17, same as the band. Yeah, I'm quite proud of my hip-hop homeland. Walthamstow dogs, our dad used to take us, where Beckham collected glasses before he was famous. Walthamstow Market, our mum used to make us wait by the broken biscuits while Barra Boys entertained us. Walthamstow College, where Ian Dury studied art. Under Peter Blake, him what designed the Beatles' Sgt Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band cover. Cool place to start. Walthamstow Pie and Mash, where we sloped off school dinner, and frothy coffee and donuts at Percy Ingall's, another winner. Food, glorious food, you can probably tell I really like it. Not forgetting Ruby Murray. For a taste of the East End, you can't beat an East End curry. We live near Whipps Cross, between the Sir Alfred Hitchcock and William Morris. 2 stops from Stratford, where I bumped into Boris at the Olympics on his bike in the dark. In Walthamstow, many men have made their mark. Through Walthamstow galleries, pubs and eateries, Walthamstow celebrates its real celebrities. I now live in Brighton, my Walthamstow-on-Sea, but maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that London's first home to me. And the Stow's meaning is the place of welcome. Is the Stow's historical meaning, and like the united colours of Benetton, Walthamstow is gleaming. And although notable women do appear rare, to be fair, I always feel welcome in Walthamstow. East 17, yeah, same as that band, and so much more. Thank you. So that was a bit of a shopping list of places, just knocked up very quickly for the Wolfen Forest Festival a couple of years ago. And I get it out every so often because my mum really likes it, and I thought it was going a bit urban as well later. So. Another one, talking about notable women, this is a tribute to Emmeline Pankhurst and the suffragette movement. I think there is a bit of apathy about voting, and what's the point? And the point for me is that women were incarcerated, they were brutally force-fed, and they died so that I could vote. So I'm going to find something to vote for. So not trying to sort of influence you, but this was my little thing at the European election last year, and jury's still a bit out, but I'll come up with something for the general election. It's called For You, Emmeline. Labour gave us the NHS and an unjust war. Coalition dismantle services and persecute the poor. UKIP want out of Europe, Britain can't afford the fee. Lay it all on immigration, disrespect diversity. Other parties hold some merit, some are too extreme. Sitting most comfortably for me today is green. Yellow buses run on chip fat, fighting cuts and workers' rights, care for people and our planet, and our Caroline Lucas seems alright. Today I get to pick a colour, yellow, red or green. Today I'll pick a colour for you, Emmeline. I've probably completely divided you all, but that is the end of my party political broadcast. Now I'm going to get back to what I'm really good at. Or really bad at, I should say, which is my love life. So here's a bit of love, lust and living on the edge. And this poem is called Silly Shoes. I rushed home from work for him. I went totally berserk for him. I wore silly shoes for him, and I sat and had the blues for him. And I laughed at all his jokes for him, and I ignored all other blokes for him, and I went with the flow for him, and I stopped saying no to him. And I opened my heart for him, and I wrote a special part for him. And I stopped being late for him, and I laid awake for him. And I went the extra mile for him, and I wore special smiles for him, and I stopped seeing my mates for him, and I started baking cakes for him. And I totally lost track for him, and I cleaned out my flat for him, and I danced drunk in the street for him, and I threw up and I reached for him, and I gave thanks and praise for him, and I thought, oh, they're my days with him, but it wasn't really happening. It was just a fling to him. That was called Silly Shoes. On reflection, it should have been called Silly Cow, but let's face it, we've all been there. Come on. Thank you, Alice. Yeah, like Gary, I'm a bit confessional. So tell me if it gets a bit too TMI. Right, so this next one, yeah, not a victim, boots on the other foot here. This was a few years ago. We could call it unwanted romantic harassment in the workplace. It's called Moon on a Stick. Some of you might have seen the YouTube video that was knocked up in a cafe, which was to promote a book I'm in called No Love Lost. So it's called Moon on a Stick. How come you're single? I mean, you're gorgeous, he said. Another Mr. Mingle, filling me with dread, sees me in his bed. I'm selective, la la la. You mean what's wrong with me, blah blah blah. Chit chat, cut to the chase, let's be honest. It's all fucking bass. I'm a symphony, bittersweet symphony, 50-50, fire and ice. I've done sympathy, too much sympathy, I've gotten to be too friggin' nice. Come on, Mr. Undercover, what's in the bag? You think I'm a potential lover to recover from the ex-shag? I'm a person, a whole person, not just a girl. I done love on a roll, love on the dole, full on, full off, it's taken its toll. I feel like a fucking ragdoll. I'm married to me, not you, but you can huff and puff and make mountains move. Yeah. Move me a mountain, make me a fountain. I want nothing but devotion. I want poetry in motion. I want potion after potion of feel-good lotion. I want slow motion. I want to be emotionally arrested. I don't want to be molested. I want to be amused, not confused. No compromises, only nice surprises. Won't be bent over a stove, don't want to be made mauve. And I don't wish to live in Hove, actually. I want the moon on a stick, Dick. Does that answer your question? Thank you. I love Hove. Sorry, disclaimer. Right, okay. This next poem is a rant. Sorry, did you think that was a rant? No, that's not a rant. That's me being mildly irked.
You like rants?
Would you like rants? Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. Karen, thank you, because I'm going to be with Karen soon. No, not that sounds wrong, does it? No, one of her shows. Sorry, that doesn't sound wrong at all, does it? That's so intimate. We said we're going to make new friends, didn't we? So this is called No Respect, and I thought, I don't dig it out that often because it is very sweary and it can cause offence. But I thought, we've got a rapper in the house, we might have a few more rappers in the house, and I wrote...
always offensive.
yeah, and they're always offensive. Actually, no, but yeah, well, yeah, no, forget that. But anyway, I wrote this 20 years ago, and I tie-breaked with, or picked at the post I should say, just came second to Johnny Fluffy Punk 20 years ago. It was in a clapathon and he had more mates and I'm sticking to that. Like the Murphys, I'm not bitter much. So this is called No Respect. And I think the other thing is, sorry, just go on one of my little tangents. You might have seen on Facebook these posters that come around saying growing bolder. I don't know, but I'm very down with the growing bolder posters at the moment. And there was one with Judy Dench. And she said, I don't have any fear as a mature and educated woman to use expletives or put a fool in his place. Shakespeare taught me everything. So for you, Judy, and Shakespeare, and the not so polite rappers, no respect. No respect, no conviction, sad and weak, self-infliction. Needs to sort his head out, trying to sort his bed out, contradiction, no real cause, fantasy fiction. Out to lunch, shit to munch, packs no punch, can't deal with the crunch, sad little bunch he's into. Go to hell, don't ring my bell, no room at the inn, you're in the beggar's bin, you should feel at home, you're on your own, go to hell, you smell, don't you know you smell? Fucking hell, you smell! No respect. Idle addiction, slimy contradiction, spongy mastosis, a sedative, predator's got escape is negative. Gone is the connection, no more affection, not playing with your lie detection, self-protection, preservation, don't make a reservation, I'm off at the next station, you know temptation, not worth the contemplation, just a number in this sick 90s nation, you ain't worth the ride, now you've sold your pride, lied, defied, I've leaned over wide, now you need to hide. Woo! Woo! No personality, drink others' vitality, play on sanity, disguise your own banality, custom formality, your social calamity. You ain't real, you're still a fat cat's meal. Don't know what I thought, can't get me on the roll because you ain't real, see? But hey, thanks for the experience. Now no more interference, my eyes are sore from your filthy appearance. Ain't your mother, your lover, or hope of any other. You need to sort it out because you've blown your cover. Yeah! 20 years ago, that was what was called dope. Anyway. Now it's a little bit inappropriate.
Totally still dope.
Is it still totally dope?
Totally
Still, oh, thank you. I so want you to come out of magic box. Anyway, this is all good. It's all learning curve, these things, these encounters that I have. Because actually some of these experiences did lead, this probably won't surprise some of you, to me having a career in mental health and social care. So as well as being a part-time poet, I've been supporting people, and this is a typical encounter in another part of the country, and this poem's called Big Issue, and it's about somebody that I call Rude Boy because that was the ska music and stuff he was into. Rude boy wearing his signature bandana, softly chews his words, could be a Calvin Klein model, life's a doddle travelling light. He says, can I see you or are you really busy? I looked at the clock, I said, can you give me till 11:30? He said, I just need 40p towards a sandwich. Later I signalled a quiet table, what he was about to tell me weren't no fable, pulled up the sleeves of his tracky top, slashed up his arms, thought I'd have a pop, I never. He said, I'm a wanker, I need a drink. He's an artist, a talented artist, living in a cave. Can't get a roof because he's misbehaved, giving the wall a few punches, blagging free lunches, bringing back pigeon vermin in lice, blagging more dough to make his sleeping bags not nice. No crisis intervention needs too much attention. Intentionally homeless, never mind not very well. Fuck 'em all, he says, they can all go to hell. But my back is really hurting from the pebbles on the beach. I much prefer the pavement, but where there's pavement, there's people. Where there's people, there's problems. Why don't you get a fucking job, you bum? I'd like to, he says. I could really do with a bit of R&R, you know, rest and recreation, but I've got to see the nurse now about these lacerations, thanks for everything, see ya. And some people say to me, bloody hell, Susan, I don't know how you work in mental health. And my thoughts have always been, I don't know how some people work in customer services. How can we seem to help you? We have the technology, but we have to do it manually, because it's only updated annually and it only holds so much in its memory. You want me to see the secretary, she can start with somebody formally, you're upset understandably, but it's not my responsibility. I could go on, but I won't.
Please do.
Loving that shit.
Seriously.
That's wicked.
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember it now because I hadn't even planned to bloody do that. That was just a tangent. I'm gonna have to come back. Right, you're gonna full stop. You're gonna have to come and see me at Shine So Hard because I've got so much bloody shit. But I'm trying to be really polite and keep it to my time. So I'm just gonna do one more. I'm gonna thank you all for listening, and I'm gonna do one more because I want to enjoy Gramsci and the rest of you. And I like chatting in between, as you probably gathered. So this, that's right. So this is called Brighton. So I flew in from Brighton in the 90s to go to Grand Prix.